Welcome to 100 Yards of Football this morning. We have an NFL Game of the Week preview. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. If you like the video this morning, please come and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and joining me is the guy that knows all about the game. One more can I say, the guy was a 12-year vet, played with the Atlanta Falcons, one team in 12 years. I want everybody to let that sink in. Based on where we at today in the National Football League, that's not happening. So this man is royalty. And as I was talking to somebody yesterday, when you look at the history of Florida State football, of course, Bobby Butler took over the job in 1976. And Florida State had great success in the 80s and 90s, won a couple of national championships. But I want people out there to remember this. However, this young man in front of me started it with that 1979 team. They went to the Orange Bowl and played Oklahoma. He is the epitome behind where Florida State is today as a football program. My man, Mr. Bobby Butler. How you doing this evening, sir?
Hey, good morning, Vincent, man. I'm doing great.
I want to say morning. I don't know. I get it mixed up sun outside, but let's say morning. Well, man, let's talk about the great game that's coming up. I think it's a game of the day. The surprise in Carolina Panthers are 3-0. I know you, me, every other NFL football fan did not see that coming in the NFC South under Sam Darnold and the Dallas Cowboys. What more can we say? The Monday night performance is where I thought the Cowboys could be. And maybe I don't want to get ahead of myself, Bobby. But can I start thinking the two letters SB? Can I take that from that game on Monday night? Can I take SB? I'm saying it very lightly. So break down the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers for us, my man.
Well, one thing I got to say, Vincent, about the SB. Let's play a few more games first. We've jumped on that bandwagon early in the last few seasons. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's be a little more patient with it this year. But hey, man, listen, and the Cowboys played lights out Monday night against the Eagles. They did great. Both of these guys, it's early in the season still. There's a lot of things that's going to take place in the next few months. But they're both division leaders right now. Panthers are 3-0. Cowboys are 2-1 right now. And this game is really hard to judge. I mean, when you look at what they've both done in these first three games, it's really hard to judge. But I always, Vincent, and if you got a game that looks like it's going to be a close or tight game, I always got to go with the home team, right? Because they do have home field advantage and they're playing in Dallas, right? But at the end of the day, the Carolina's offense with Sam Darnold has been very good. So it's just showing you, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't all Sam up there in New York, right? And we see what's going up there right now with the Jets. But anyway, they got to replace Christian McCaffrey. He's probably the best football player. He's out with a hamstring. But here's what I always say here at 100 Yards of Football. I try to give y'all a little bit about what I know, right? And I tell y'all this all the time. Running backs and wide receivers are a dime a dozen. I can go to Delray Beach right now and find somebody to replace Christian McCaffrey sitting on the street corner. That's all I'm saying. You got a ton of people who can tote the tater or run the football, if I give you the correct language. But they got a young man named Chuba Hubbard out of Oklahoma State. And I'm telling y'all, this dude has got some explosiveness about him. If you go back and watch his tapes at Oklahoma State, you're going to know the Carolina Panthers are going to be okay with their running back situation. But here's a matchup between two extremes. One team that's got a great offense and one team that's playing lights out on the defense side of the ball, Vincent. Carolina Panthers are playing lights out. They've only given up in 3 games a total of 30 points. Now, that's averaging 10 points a game, right? And so they're making a lot of noise on the defensive side of the ball, right? They've only given up 191 yards a game total. All right, so you think about what they're doing, it's phenomenal. And so you look at the Cowboys defense, Even though they played great, they turned the ball over tonight. The young Mr. Diggs, just like we always know, Vincent, he's an all-pro corner. You know, the Diggs brothers making noise in the NFL, right? He had a pick 6 the other day, but their defense is giving up 402 yards per game. Okay? So, you know, we don't think the Carolina Panthers can outscore Dallas offense if they were playing tick for tack. But now when you add a defense like the Carolina defense, you know, can Dak Prescott score 30 points against this defense? I don't know. That's why I say this is a matchup between two extremes. It's gonna be a hard one to judge, right? But I believe, Vincent, this game right here is gonna come down to this. Because I think the players on the field are gonna do what they do. It's gonna come down to how coaches coach this game. We're going to see who's got the best coaching staff this weekend, right? Because they're going to have to coach on both sides of the ball, right? And so I'm interested to see how it come together. Now, like I say, right now I'm leaning. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I believe. I believe the Cowboys going to come out on top. But here's what I want to say. We know the Cowboys are favorite, right? But can the Cowboys, Vincent, finally grow up and consistently win the games they're supposed to win in 2021? That's all I want to see. Can they do what we know they should have been doing the last 3-4 years? And so that's what I'm hoping to see. I want to see Dallas build on. All right, they beat Philadelphia Monday night. I want to see them build on it. This will be a great win for the Cowboys. This is not the Carolina Panthers of last year, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Carolina Panthers of 2021, and they're a great club under new leadership, heading in the right direction with the right people at the right time in the right place. And so, but can the Cowboys do what we know that they're capable of doing on a consistent basis? Will they not let down? Will they keep putting their foot on the gas pedal, Vincent? That's what I got to say about this matchup.
Brother, I'm going to start with the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I like what you just said. Right coaching staff, right organization. I know somebody else, I'm going to say the competition really was throwing Matt Rule under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was coaching at the school that played Georgia in the bowl game. So somebody on another platform on a local station wanted to throw Matt Rule under the bus and said that he didn't deserve the job. But I'm going to tell you, Carolina Panthers have been the most impressive team this season, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with the quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Yes.
888 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like you just said, Bobby, it's something wrong in New York.
Yes.
It wasn't about Sam Darnold. Then look at Carolina, man. And you know this, Bobby. This is a team that's got some good players. DJ Moore, Maryland, 285 yards already. Robbie Anderson, who played for Matt Rule at Temple. Speed,
brother.
Then on the defensive side of the ball, when I looked at their roster, man, as you say, Bobby, what's the word you say when guys are good on the defensive side of the ball? I'm going to let you have the floor right now. What did you call them?
Well, I always say this on the defense side of the ball, Vincent. You know, we can't build a thing from the top down. You know, we got to build with heat in the kitchen. And they got heat in the kitchen, right? They got some young stars in the secondary. One of them, he out right now hurt, Mr. Horn. But, man, this team, man, hey, listen, man, I got my eyes on Carolina Panthers.
When you just say defense, heat in the kitchen, Hassan Reddick, Temple University.
Yes, sir.
Heat in the kitchen, Jeremy Chin, Southern Illinois. One of the best strong safeties in the game.
Oh, yes.
LSU, Dante Jackson.
Yes.
Secret kept quiet, speed guy, but he one of the best corners because I don't see nobody separating from him.
That's right.
Shaq Thompson,
Ooh.
University of Washington.
Ooh.
Heat in the kitchen. He's making us forget about Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis.
That's right.
Brian Burns, I don't have to say no more. Your floor, brother. One of the best rush ins out of where?
Yes, sir.
What way from?
He's from down that way.
Okay, Florida State. Derek Brown from Gwinnett County by way of Auburn.
That's right.
They got 14 sacks on the year. This is a good team that got good players.
Yes, they do.
Now, getting to the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
You brought out one key point, BB, is that when you look at Dallas, and I want to take hats off to Dak Prescott, I think now I could consider him maybe top 5 now.
Oh, absolutely.
He look like he's really controlling the offense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The pass and the pass is on point. Mm-hmm. They like bullets. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he deserves his money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look at Ezekiel Elliott, almost had 100 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
But what I came away impressed with, Bobby, I know sometimes you might get upset with me, so get your smirk off your face this morning. The 901 was in the house on Monday night.
Oh, he was in the house.
Tony Pollard from
Orange Mound
by way of Memphis. But the other Orange Mound was in the house. He didn't go to Merrill's. He went to White Station. His daddy won a Super Bowl ring with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did you see that catch with Cedric Wilson Jr. by way of Tennessee? Then you look at the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is special, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Amari Cooper is going to be that dude.
Mm-hmm.
The tight ends, Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin are starting to play on that high level. To finish with the offense, Bobby, you brought up a key word. I'm just not really sold on our offense being consistent. Connor Williams had 3 holding penalties the other night.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you know yourself, your offensive line has to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, I still think we got a ways to go, but it's been an improvement over last year. Yes. Kudos to the young man out of New Jersey who was former head man here in Atlanta who said he got a house in Hawaii and he had that ball cap turning back like he was the Seattle Seahawks. Looked like he having some fun. Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn, yes, sir.
Because one thing I looked at Dallas defense on last Monday night, they look faster to the ball.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons is going to be a player.
Mm-hmm.
Trayvon Diggs, I'm always going to say he's going to make the Pro Bowl this year.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
You know more than that because you played the corner position.
No doubt.
I like the depth at the safety position. Malik Hooker coming over from Indianapolis. Jaron Kearse playing real well. Devontae Case. Anthony Brown played well on Monday night. And the linebackers, Jalen Smith, now he's calling the plays. But you know what? He's starting to play better because that boy from Penn State, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Michael Parsons is going to want your job.
Of course.
Linda Vanden Earth, he played pretty well as a new sheriff in town. But like you said, even though the win was impressive, I still saw some kinks in the armor. And I'm going to tell you this to Cowboys Nation. I have a little questions about Mike McCartney, game management, and just overall handling the team. I'm starting to really think maybe in Green Bay it was all about Aaron Rodgers, Twinkle Toes out of Chico, California, by way of California. Because I'm be honest, Mike McCartney has not impressed me as a coach since he's been with the Cowboys in this short period of time. From the game management part of the game and the consistency, and him being a Super Bowl coach, he's supposed to be better than that, Bobby.
That's right.
Final words about the Cowboys and Panthers on Sunday.
Well, like I say, Vincent, this game here is hard to judge. But at the end of the day, you know, like I said earlier, the Cowboys are playing at home. But I'm going to tell you, they better not take the Carolina Panthers light in this game because they are playing at home. They're going to come to play. And so this is going to be a toss-up. But because Cowboys are at home, I'm gonna give them an edge. I'm going to say the Cowboys win this game 24-14.
My final words about this game right here, the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys, everybody picked them to win the NFC East. But right now, you got a Carolina Panthers team that's 3-0. And they're not a Carolina Panthers team that don't have talent. They got the heat in the kitchen, as my brother right here, Bobby Butler, said. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Hassan Reddick, Jeremy Chong, Dante Jackson, Shaq Thompson, Brian Burns, Derek Brown. Them guys are players, man.
They're players.
And they got a young man right now from USC. Matt Leinart, Vince Young, O.J. Simpson, Anthony Davis, Ronnie Lott. He's bringing that SC swagger down to the South in South Carolina. In New York, y'all look like some fools, man. I'm just saying it point blank to just organization. What are y'all doing, man? Man, this guy, you had a franchise quarterback, and now you see what he's doing. 888 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he been on the money with the ball. 68 completion. Throwing the football, Sam Donald. And he got that swagger, that California looking, that red hair going, brother. So that being said, the Cowboys, I expect the Cowboys should win the game. I think they have the more choice, as you said, Bobby, on the offensive side. I think defenses are getting better. But it's going to be a close football game, man.
Close game.
I'm talking about one of them 20-17 games.
Right.
And like you said, Bobby, you brought up a good point today. The coaching going to determine this game.
Oh, absolutely.
So, that being said, here this morning on 100 Yards Football, and Mr. Bobby Butler knows what I'm finna say here. I've been saying it all morning. One of my favorite bands out of Dayton, Ohio, the lead singer, Mark Wood. They came on the scene in 1978. The bass line was off the change, and they had a song, It's All the Way Live. It's going to be all the way live in the AT&T Stadium on Sunday, because that's going to be the game of the day. All eyes on the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. So if you like the video today, please come in and share it. We surely appreciate it here at 100 Yards Football. And to our producer from Douglasville, Georgia, by way of Alexander High School, West Georgia graduate, my man, Mr. Logan Landers. Thank you today for producing us here on 100 Yards Football. Thank you and God bless. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week.
It's all the way live. Boom, boom, boom. All the way live.